Let's be honest, MySQL has a fundamental scaling problem, and most teams don't realize it until it's too late. So here's what happens. You're running MySQL, everything's fine, then traffic grows. And in result, you start hitting performance issues. So usually the first move for everyone is vertical scaling, which is where you upgrade your hardware from like 16 cores becomes 32, 64 gigabytes of RAM becomes 128. And it works for a while, but then there's a ceiling where you can only scale a single server so far. Then your next move, sharding. So sharding is when you have to manually split your database across multiple different servers. And that is where things get messy, to be honest, because let's say you pick a shard key, let's say user ID, and you pick users 1 to 100,000 to go to shard 1, users 100,001 to 200,000 to go to shard 2. And it sounds simple, but now your application needs to know which shard to query. And so you cross shard queries, which becomes complicated. And then when traffic patterns change, maybe certain user segments get way more active, you have hotspots. And then one shard is overloaded while others sit idle. So guess what? You reshard and do it again and again. I have personally seen teams spend months on sharding migrations. It works, but it's fragile. That is the MySQL scaling wall. Everyone hits it eventually, and there's no clean solution within MySQL itself. Now, there are databases that solve this differently, like TidyB is one of them. It's open source, does automatic sharding, and you don't think about it. Like literally, TidyB splits data into chunks, distributes them, and rebalance automatically when needed. And then from your app's perspective, it's just MySQL, like normal SQL. But under the hood, it's handling the distribution for you. Like companies like Square have switched to TidyB because they hit this exact wall. And they needed horizontal scaling without the sharding nightmare. So the point is, MySQL is great until you hit scale. Then you either accept the sharding complexity or look at distributed databases designed for this from the very ground up. Anyway, let me know y'all thoughts on this.